I agree. Ooh. CP don't have them around his way. Sucks to be him. I'm gonna see if I can pull up some shit on it, dude. I watched a little bit of it. It looked like the looting system was like blackout. See what I can find up here. Okay. I wonder if I get Rock playing this. It is. Should bring the music in it.
Of Call of Duty. Pat, welcome.
Thank you, Johanna. It's so exciting to be here with all of you. It's been such a journey to get to this place. You know,
Yeah, that's why I had the volume down right there.
I always get asked by people, or regularly get asked by people, what are the areas you focused on improving, or what are the areas you innovated on? We worked on improving and innovating on every area of the game. It always comes back to gameplay. Gameplay is king. But I could go on and on. Things like third person, things like where we've innovated in the space of Battle Royale. We've got an all-new mode in DMZ that has large player counts along with massive player counts of AI. And it goes on and on and on. We've got mobile connected with progression and everything else across all of the games. And it just goes on and on. But you know what?
You can't see it. And so it's been super fun for us to dig into water and really flex on what water could be in Call of Duty. And you saw the boats and the mine that floats. And
let's stay high level for now, because there's a lot of details, friends, juicy details.
Sure. I mean, you know, when you come into making a sequel, it can be kind of tricky.
Let's see here.
What do you keep from the previous game? What do you get rid of? And where can you add new things in and not mess up this kind of nicely balanced ecosystem that we had? And so we came up with a few methods. One of them being player behaviors. And I say behaviors and not play styles. I think a lot of people will say play styles, but that can kind of change during a match. But behaviors are more ingrained in how players play.
I think a lot of high-level players, KD's going to go down.
We call them rushers, which are just aggressive players. They just want to find the action and go. And then we have sentinels, and these are defensive players. They want to just kind of hold down a building,
CP.
maybe people Overwatch. And then we have stalkers, which are reactive, and they kind of hang back and try to read the field and read where spawns are. And really, we just kind of use these as filters to keep us honest with the content that we're making.
I see you in Discord.
Making enough toys
I'll be in shortly.
And equipment for players to be successful playing our game.
I was just trying to look through this a little bit.
What are some of the new features coming to multiplayer, some of the new stuff that you're most excited to talk about?
Oh boy, there are a ton of new features to dive into with this game, but we really pushed forward even the most fundamental aspects of what makes a Call of Duty game.
Yeah, I'm just running through this real quick, then I'll be.
It's amazing for me to come on board this past year.
I didn't see all of it earlier, and I wanted to
coming to life.
Kinda like
to
skip
hear
through-
Jeff jump into, you know, breaking down the 1v1. And personally for me, water.
The slide
water,
cancel and the
I've
movement,
seen the memes, we love water. It's really hard to make.
It's going to do away
games.
with the movement of a lot of good players,
With the aquatic combat,
which puts them
some
on
of
the
the
same
things we're
level
able
as
to do
somebody
with
just
vehicles in the water. I think that level of immersion is really
running,
gonna speak to fans.
not being able
It's
to
been
move is
something
good.
That I've really enjoyed playing the last.
So I
last
think
couple months.
some people's
Aquatic
KDs are going to go
combat,
down.
Steph loves to swim. Joe,
Sure
can we go into some details about our water-based adventures in MW2?
Yeah, I mean, last game we really wanted to add water, and we knew we didn't have time, right? So in Verdansk, we froze the rivers and we made the
I could be
outskirts
wrong.
just to kill Trigger.
Just my
In this
assumption.
game, as soon as we started Modern Warfare 2, we leaned into water, both visually, beautiful caustics, there's
There you go,
waves,
CP.
there's white caps, but we also, the gameplay side, there's unique ballistics underwater. You only
You
can
can't
use
get
certain
'em.
weapons underwater.
It's
Your
okay.
pistol is your weapon underwater, otherwise you can't use your primary weapons. But it's also a nice cover or evasion mechanic. If you're getting shot at, you can dive into the water, and as you get deeper, it gets murkier. Like the farther you are from something, you can't see it. And so it's been super fun for us to dig into water and really flex on what water could be in Call of Duty. And you saw the boats and the mine that floats, and every piece of
Prox
equipment
mine.
has
I
been
love it.
filtered. Like, how does it work through water? Like, we had to look at everything in the game and say, how does it work in water? What's the best version?
Our vehicles will just slowly submerge.
Yeah.
Like they really would instead of blinking out.
Yeah, everything.
A lot of
everything.
details.
The
Oh my
behaviors
God.
are awesome.
Oh my God! Well, I can't quite wait to literally dip my toes into those waters. But guys, let's not forget about the ground and the air. Like, I mean, what else is going to be coming to
What?
the movement system, Joe? What do we got?
Well, you know, last game we did mount, and we had slide, and even though we're a military shooter, fluid movement is super important to us. So this game, as you saw in the trailer, you can see here on the video, we have a new ledge hang mechanic, and that's essentially a high mantle. But instead of doing a high mantle and throwing yourself up over into combat, you can now peek. If you have a pistol, you can pull that pistol out and use that. We also added a dive. You know, last game we had the slide that kept your gun up, but we really wanted players to have an option where if they're getting shot at, they don't know where they're getting shot at, they can get down, get out of fire. But the other really cool thing is the dive's just high enough to let you get through a window. And so if you throw a grenade up into a building's second story, often you'll see players, you know, like rats leaving a ship, diving out through the windows.
Rats!
And it's just another option for players in combat.
Yeah, and all of these dynamic movements mean you can interact with vehicles specifically in a very cool way. I'm gonna save some of that gas for when we get to Warzone 2.0, but it's really exciting.
All right, vehicle details to come.
The little bit I seen of Warzone 2.0,
Crazy Sandbox.
I seen a lot of
cool toys to
AI
play
bots
with.
and that
Joe,
shit.
What are some of the new dynamite new items that we're going to be throwing at each other and equipping and using and all sorts in the next game?
I mean, you saw some cool stuff in the
I mean, I
trailer.
don't-
You saw the drill charge, you saw the shock stick. One of the other cool
I
ones you
really
saw is
don't
the
know if I'm gonna
inflatable
like it or
takedown.
not.
And this is a mine that you can throw out, and it basically sits there, and if a player gets close to it, it auto
I think the
deploys
multiplayer is
and,
gonna be
basically
good.
inflates like a car airbag going off. And it faces the person that triggered it, and so it's a great distraction technique. You can also fire it off with a clacker if you want to control when it goes off. You can throw it in water, and here you just saw the DDoS. We added all this equipment into this game, and the DDoS is our kind of answer of like, hey, I'm going to breach this building. I want to go clean house, but I don't want to deal with all the shit inside. So I'm going to hit the DDoS. Boom! It's going to shut down
Perfect
everything,
for
and I can
rushing.
move in, and clear that room. You saw the heartbeat sensor is back. It's got a new look. But it also has a battery.
Oh,
It's a
you
balancing
watched Tim?
mechanic,
You
so
saying
can't
you
use it
watched Tim?
indefinitely in Warzone. And there's
And
This
Tim
is
won't do
attack
another
cam
running
too,
around
yeah,
using that
that's all,
fucking.
which to me is a personal favorite.
The fuck,
You can
what
put
was it?
out a lot
Shotgun?
of them, and
Yeah.
even you can patch into your teammates, so you can. It gets a little crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like a sticky GoPro, but will actually mark your enemies for your team.
Yeah.
So I expect to see a lot of fun
There's so
moments
many,
with that today.
so many toys and new tools that we just want players to get in and play with. I think there's something like 13 field upgrades, between Warzone and Core MP, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh my God. Until they all get DDoS. All this talk about equipment, it reminds me, I mean, that's one element to look at now, but we've also got Gunsmith, brand new Gunsmith.
What was the different
guys, what can
game
you tell
mode?
me about it, and how will it change the way that we level our weapons and manage them? I mean, what's going on
Which
there?
one? I
Yeah,
seen the
so
third
new
person mode.
Gunsmith allows
There's no
players
way
to
I'd play that.
build out their weapons more
Third
smoothly
person
than
mode
ever
looked like
before.
ass.
We put out some videos yesterday for the Intel drop. I hope people dig into those if you want a better look at Gunsmith 2.0. But we're really looking at unprecedented opportunities for weapon customization. And the new weapon platforming will actually allow players to unlock universal attachments through cross progression. So we saw a lot of really positive feedback from the community yesterday. This is sort of intended to, you know, decrease the grind. You're no longer unlocking every single attachment for every single weapon. There will be some shared attachments through progression.
So I didn't see this.
I'm really excited to see the streamers and the content creators jump into this today. I know we all love the gun bench from 2019, so it's exciting.
This does sound amazing. So we've been hearing a little bit about weapon platforms and shared attachments. This is very, very cool stuff. Can you dive into those details, though, Joe? I mean, what can we expect?
What,
Yeah, I
on
can add a little
Warzone?
bit of what Stephanie said. We had this vision last game with Gunsmith. And we were like,
I mean, they
okay,
were in
what
the
if you could
gulag
take
and there
an
was
assault
bots in the
rifle and
fucking
make it an
gulag,
SMG?
dude.
And that
They
was
were
our
shooting the
driving
wrong
kind of,
people and
like,
shit.
motivator for that system. And we kind of hit that.
From what I seen.
You could take it functionally through attachments, but the weapon name wouldn't change, and we couldn't change the receiver. And really, that's the key thing this game is you can go into Gunsmith.
I was kind of like in and out watching.
AK-47 assault rifle with a thermal optic, with a suppressor, with a grip. And then you can say, you know what, I want to change up the playstyle of this gun. You can swap out the receiver to the AK-74U, make it an SMG, but you can keep that optic, that suppressor, that grip, they all come with. And to what Stephanie said, we have shared attachments within these platforms. We have branching progression. You unlock those guns by playing with other guns. And then we have shared attachments across all guns. And it's all
The map kind of looked like a mix. Kind of looked like a PUBG
an
map.
arsenal of weapons and an arsenal of attachments. I'm sitting down to my gun bench, and I'm going to make the perfect weapon for me.
I think maybe the simplest way to think about it is a gun tree, and each time you hit a branch, that's a receiver, and they grow out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, you know, we wanted to ground that in reality. Functionally, a receiver, you know, is based in that changing the weapon type, and I think it provides a really seamless experience for players looking to build out the perfect weapon for a multitude of play styles. So you're going to be able to jump into that platform and customize however you want for.
I don't necessarily don't have a problem with the way the map looks.
And you're actually going to see the FJX Cinder weapon vault in action today, which is the entirely unlocked
I pre-ordered it.
Platform 1, the M4, the Mic 4, and the weapon vault maintains its aesthetic properties across all corresponding attachments. So we've heard you talk about the Frankenprint. This is our answer. It's an extremely rare. This is a huge, you know, project for our teams to design these, but it is the ultimate weapon blueprint. And even better, you can unlock the entire Cinder weapon vault with the Vault Edition.
I got it.
Warfare 2.
Okay.
Available in beta.
Available in beta, so we can rock with that thing all weekend long. Okay, so Gunsmith looks incredible. Okay, I'm excited. I cannot wait to get into this one soon. Our streamers are going to get into this one soon as well. But first, guys, we need to hear about maps and modes. We've got our tools to play with, equipment, weapons, maps and modes, though. Let's get into this one. Let's get into the design team, you know, the philosophy, I suppose, behind building out maps. I'll put Jeff.
Big War TDM, or we affectionately call it the shipment of Ground War. It's 20v20 players, but there's also 20 AI on each team. AI are coming in fast roping, they're coming in on medium birds, and it's this high action mode. It's super fun, but it's also really chill. The announcer's not barking at you. He's not saying,
is a certain mode.
Hey, get to B, you know, they're taking C. You can kind of play it how you want to play it. You sit up on a rooftop and snipe, you can grab a shotgun and go room clearing. If you push too far into the enemy's base, AI will come hunt you. But we've also been really conscious of where we put AI in multiplayer. We didn't put AI in kill streaks or anything like that because we don't want AI showing up in search and destroy. We don't want AI in domination. This mode, though, however, was built for AI, and it's a super fun mode. Can't wait for people to try it.
Kind of a funny aside, you know, we took the name Ground War from a playlist in MW2, and that was just large-scale TDM.
See our narrative team building out his lore, really bringing this operator to life with the creation of his backstory, his motives, and I think the art team absolutely crushed it with this skin. He is so cool looking.
All right, Stephanie, we keep talking about all the things that, you know, we have to look forward to, but we are missing quite a big one here. We're missing the start of the beta. So for anyone who wants to get an early first-hand look at Modern Warfare 2, and trust me, you definitely want to, it is immediately available around the corner. For PlayStation players who pre-order any version, early access to the open beta starts tomorrow. So make sure you are preloading right now. Now, also check out your screens, since here's exactly when you can play the beta on your platform of choice. But don't forget, friends, it's also definitely worth noting that if you pre-order the Vault Edition
20
of
seconds!
Modern Warfare 2, you get to use the red Team 141 Operator Pack and the FJX Cinder Weapon Vault in the beta, in addition to being able to earn in-game rewards for playing all sorts of cool swag. And don't forget that if you digitally pre-order Modern Warfare 2, you also get up to a week early of campaign access. So wait, campaign a week early. All right, folks.
Early.
I hope you enjoyed that first look at Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. Don't forget, you're going to get to see it live and in action in a few short minutes with our crazy set of streamers here, 200 plus here, and ready to rock and roll. But first, we'll be right back to show off the world premiere of Warzone 2.0. Don't go anywhere. Here we have got Stephanie Snowden, Josie Scott is joining us, but of course, welcome. Great way to see it from a sort of top-down layout, but let's take a better look at some of these points of interest.
So when we set out to create these spaces, the team works to make it feel like a real space, right? So that there's infrastructure in between all the different, what we call points of interest along the map. And if you're paying attention, you might even see a few that seem pretty familiar out there as well. And so as the team works through these, they're trying to find some variety
That's fucking
each,
blackout.
point of interest to make them something that the players will want to drop in and get the particularity of that single point of interest and find the place that they want to drop and where they want to play, whether it be a high elevation observatory at the center of the map, whether it be the big city that's at the top right, and whether they want to explore that, or whether they want to work in some of our POIs where we have water intersecting with geometry here. So we have in this one.
Ooh, that looks familiar.
That does seem familiar.
Yeah, that's fucking.
And there's a river system that goes through all of this. So you'll be
Off
able
of
to catch in a
Verdance.
boat and drive between the different POIs. Here's one of our favorites, Sawa Village, which is
That's my favorite.
colloquially called Sunken Town.
I mean, I love to swim, so you find me there.
Absolutely.
I'm curious what you guys think, Jack and Joe, on what the hot drop will be today, right? We've been talking about this the last couple of days. This is our first time seeing other people who are not us play Warzone 2.0, and so I'm just very curious where you think everyone's gonna immediately drop today.
That one spot, that square right there, it looked like that spot on fucking Blackout. Yeah.
They're coming home.
It's always nice you move
Or
into
was
the
it you
map,
drop
kinda
towards the
hit a
back of the
spot,
map?
You're like, wait
I've been here
I
before.
know
this
this.
is about these flashbacks.
Hey, yeah, there's a lot of nuggets in there for some old Modern
For that
Warfare
reason,
fans.
yeah, I'll say Corey. I think that's gonna pop off.
I think people will land around the edge so they stay in as long as possible in this match. But
Smart.
We have some news for.
Come on.
I think Joe can.
including free loadout
Fucking here.
items,
Fucking
which is
talking.
one of the new ways that we're adding for players to get their hands on their best weaponry. We've worked really hard to bringing AI at scale into Warzone 2, and you're going to encounter them in multiple modes in different way. In BR specifically, they're in these strongholds, and if you get to a stronghold, you can find the location of a black site, which is going to have even cooler stuff in it, and you can fight your way from one to the next. But in other modes, you're going to find the AI occupying large portions of the map and just kind of protecting different POIs in different ways.
Unreal. Okay, so we've all heard the rumors that Warzone 2.0 is going to have some very, very interesting new modes. Would you care to confirm or deny Stephanie Snowden?
It's finally time. I have read about some new modes on the internet recently, but one of the most exciting things about Warzone 2.0 is confirmation that an all-new sandbox experience is coming at launch. I am happy to announce DMZ. Call of Duty's extraction mode will arrive with Warzone 2.0 at launch later this year.
Yeah, I can
played
tell.
DMZ for the very first time on my first day.
What's
at
DMZ,
IW,
like fucking,
and to this day, playing
Escape
it
from
nonstop,
Tarkov?
the possibilities with this game mode blow my mind.
So DMZ. I can also confirm that DMZ is real. But we're not going to go into depth on it today because we do have to keep some stuff in reserve. What I can tell you, though, is we've created a rich sandbox where you can define your own win condition. You infiltrate Al Mazrah, you accomplish your goals, and then you decide to extract when the time
Yeah,
is right.
fucking Tarkov.
It is played across the whole map, and the AI is occupying large sections of the map, and they are lethal opponents, and they do command your respect.
Who
You
would've
have
thought?
to watch out for them. You have to work with your team. They patrol areas, they occupy strongholds, and they'll reinforce based on players' actions. And then on top of all this, you can choose which mission you want to accomplish, or you can chase after a variety of activities in the world. And you can play this differently depending on your playstyle. You can go loud, like I always do. You can go quiet, or you can hunt other players or avoid them entirely. Or you could just...
Smooth. I don't want to know nothing about mobile. I'm not a
Up
fucking.
to 120
Really?
live.
Listen,
Purge!
he is, as much as he's like a fun, good-loving, like everyone takes a Jack, it's just like this great-natured guy. He is one of those competitive human beings I've ever
100%.
met. Like, he gets pissed, bro.
Passion. Raging passion. And look, it's me on the right hand side. No, it's not. It's me.
And I will have to say, to test to what Ant was talking about earlier, about the game mechanics, something else that I noticed that I don't feel like I felt in other Call of Duty games is how kind of realistic the movement with your gun is, if that makes sense. Like, there's obviously always going to be recoil, your attachment's always going to mess with that, but when you peek corners and stuff, the way your gun moves with you is very, very realistic, and I think that's going to be something a lot of these players are going to notice and have to get used to very quickly.
And you saw a taste there of when you're spectating a player, you get that kind of like over the shoulder, like tactical camera view, and it just adds this insane level of like, it's like realism, but like it just looks so exciting to watch. And when you're, enjoying like, maybe seeing your teammates play or whatnot, it just looks so cool. It's a nice.
It's fucking compressed. It looks like shit.
This is the new knockout mode. I don't think you might not know what this means.
I haven't seen this one yet.
I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
No. I mostly, I was watching some of the guys play. I just wanted to kind of live react and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much new stuff. Like, I've just been looking forward to seeing what's going to be on the table. But let's see if Jack can actually step it up this time. No, not going to happen. Just getting destroyed. I'm sorry. Superior positioning, Jack. You are awful.
No wonder it's on fucking. My bad.
He's my.
No,
No.
yeah.
He's doing the classic. He's going to a set. He's like, he's doing the classic.
It was something else. It was something else. It wasn't.
No
it
wonder.
wasn't-
Oh, my sensitivity or something? What is it? No, Jack.
Whoever he's spectating is using my favorite SMG, by the way, too. I think that's the Hurricane. The Hurricane.
What do you think, by the way, just about the
It's still compressed.
changes to Gunsmith and now having 5 attachments and not having,
Yeah, so I saw the rumblings on Twitter and stuff like that. I think it's amazing, though. I mean, when we jumped into Modern Warfare in 2019, when they introduced the Gunsmith, it was a lot to take in. But now everybody's familiar with it, especially grinding Warzone, switching up those attachments, and it's just a better version of
Seems
that.
like a good middle ground,
It's just
right?
a better
Like-
version of that, right? Like the gun moves around with you as you're in there. You can switch out all the different attachments, and for the class of weapon that you have, like you can change it up, turn a M4 into an SMG. Like that's really cool.
Oh, this is.
that was nearly a snap.
That was nearly
Prince
gross.
Getting clapped, baby.
The all-time greats in the competitive Call of Duty.
One
world.
of the maybe the
if not the.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I said it that way.
Like the
You're
all-time
lying,
great. Yeah.
Ross. He's the greatest, but there we go. Swag now getting involved as well. And to your point, and Ali, about Gunsmith, I mean, it's at this point in time, obviously, it's quite hard to recognize, but that is a part of the M4 platform right now. That's his primary weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like, you can switch it up. Like, you can make it into a sniper, I think is what I heard at that point as well, right? So it's going to be crazy. Even with the AK turning 74U, just make some crazy different loadouts. Some of these guys, J God's going to have so much fun with that.
9.5-hour long attachment video from J God.
Oh God, he's so excited about that. And I want to
Holy
talk
shit.
about the map aesthetics for a moment, and like the layout is the rooftops, like the new ledge, how you can jump and then you can hang off the side of the ledge. That was a new thing that you can add into this game. You can jump from rooftop to rooftop, and like you can jump further than you think, and I found that out very quickly. Like I would get to an edge of a rooftop and I was like, I wonder if I can make this jump. You can make the jump. You can make it across like the map. If there's tall buildings, you can make it across the map without ever having to touch in the ground.
These
And I think
guns
for
look like they got some
snipers,
serious
that
fucking
is going
recoil
to be
to 'em.
their absolute playground.
Speaking of snipers, Pomage now, who's having a great time here. I mean, we've seen a lot, Clint, of the weapons so far, but surely a sniper.
Well, I heard Pomage too. Like I stepped up. I think it's when he was first walking in. He was walking with an Irrational and some people, and he was like, "I'm going hard, bro."
Oh yeah.
He's like, "I'm going hard." I could just hear like the competitiveness.
He's
in him.
got it.
He's
He's
looking
got it.
right.
And this is this knockout game is not going very well for the red team right now. Pomage's team obviously winning this one. Again, secure the grab, the money bag, hold on to that bad boy. Oh, I forgot, friends, here at COD Next, it's all going on. Mobile gaming right side of your screen.
I don't give a fuck about mobile gaming. Honestly.
It was a sawn-off that kills people across map, that makes them move real fast. I mean, hey, who knows? Gunsmith is crazy. 2.0 even crazier.
Well, I mean,
we'll see if he can do it.
Wild. I mean, no matter how much work has gone into this, we've got the nerds in the building, and this is where if anyone's gonna test some stuff, find some weird combination that turns a shotgun into a sniper. This is the crew that's going
We've
to do
only
it.
scratched the surface.
Oh yeah,
We've touched it for 20 minutes.
Of what people are gonna do with this gun.
That's just not enough, is it, Miles?
Not enough.
No idea what these guys are gonna come up with, but it's gonna be crazy.
I need a good sort of 2 to 3 hours to really
Look
get
at
things going.
Chef Tony.
The way they're showing the kills up there and the points and shit, it's kind of old school looking.
Metal boots on the building. It's got the M4. He's gonna run this class setup from now until the next 2 years.
Kind of looks like the way it used to pop up on Black Ops 2.
Chris Crowder, listen, I'm not sure what's going on here. Chris has been growing some sort of beard that's happening for the first time that I've seen. He's usually very...
I can't wait. I cannot wait. A little peek at the menu here now as well, of course, while Isaac gets ready to get into his next game. So much in Modern Warfare 2. We're almost actually ready to keep the show running. Jess, you're down there with Zuma. Tell us how Tommy's doing.
Miles, that's right, I am. Right
I don't
here
want to know how
with
he's
Zuma.
doing.
Tommy
Rewarded as you play. You really like how they proc at the
In
end.
the warzone.
to talk about everything that is happening here on your screen right now.
Oh man. So when I'm looking at this gameplay right now, for me, one of the things I love about Warzone is that vehicle play. The vehicle play, the movement, and the combat systems all tied together. I'm a thumb player. I can't do the claw myself, so when I see other thumb players in particular on the vehicles, it's a soft spot for me. I just feel great.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of the players right now, even if you're not on mobile, you just see this map and you go like, you go back way back 2020.
Yeah, it looks
and
like
you're
that.
just seeing this map Verdansk.
On mobile.
It's just you're basically having
it's
a
wonderful.
little bit of a throwback from when you used to play this map.
It's ones that we know players in Warzone 1.0 on console
Come
PC.
on.
He's bullying them.
But no, I think there is definitely there's a learning curve to it. If you haven't really played it, and yeah, he has a lot of experience with this type of camera, this type of gunplay.
So I don't like this.
I think you're seeing that absolutely right now. Just the used movement with the crouch and the block. He's a little disappointed. I think it's a nade that takes him out, but he was tearing the.
I don't like that damn
apart.
third person shit.
Yeah, it makes it look way too easy, I'm not gonna lie. He makes me feel like
He looks a lot more natural in some of them, right?
Yeah, he does.
Even some of the POVs we went to, I think you can tell they've been playing a little bit, but his looks a bit different.
That's what I didn't like.
Oof.
Dude, what's gonna feel for you?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, well, up close and like medium range, I was fine with sniper, but from range, it felt harder.
It's gonna take some time
Oh,
to get used to. It'll take a little bit of time.
I mean, I'm kind of all for that. I'm kind of hoping, at least, just from
It's
the
good.
amount
I
of,
want to get to the Warzone
I know
part so I can
we're
fucking get the
right now,
game.
but, like your really long range stuff, I'm hoping with the reduction in attachment.
Definitely really important because it's the first time that we can cross over finally from.
Guess you're behind me again.
Effing dope. I'm pumped up.
Effing dope, namely.
Listen, this is incredible. Like what Clint said, like having a PC specifically for gaming, because you don't want to take anything away from Modern Warfare 2, and to have one too.
I think he did. No, he did. Definitely did.
So there's still loot crates. Looks a little bit different in the UI when you open it up.
Okay.
Oh, you can pick what you want? Okay.
We're all learning here, by the way,
It
friends.
doesn't just pop out when you open it. Like it's a list and you just pick it.
Yes, instead, I kind of like that because one of my complaints lately.
We're
has
still
been,
looking
like,
at fucking
the
mobile.
sheer amount of like clutter that'll be on the floor. It sometimes have like gotten me killed.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's so much loot on the ground. There's like somebody laying in there. It disrupts like my visual line of sight.
I mean,
Whoa, that's a first aid kit on the wall.
Okay.
I just grabbed a self-revive.
Now that toilet was lit, by the way. That was 2 stims and a self-revive. Wow, first one we see. That was fantastic. What a bounty that was. Again, so we are still playing at home for those who the TCL Power Hour.
Does this?
Oh,
my
hello.
God! You can use the elevator.
Oh, they got smoked!
They're not making the case for the pro players, all right?
Oh, CDL got to represent.
Just
Oh
got
God!
Wait, here we
now
go.
we have to watch Zuma.
Oh, hello.
Oh, the chopper looks clean, brother.
Okay, so this is Joe brought this one up because like one of my favorite vehicles is this like big badass chopper. The whole squad
at that.
can get in there. You're gonna be able to load up flares. You got countermeasures to deal with any kind of anti-air. Oh lordy, there we go. That's our first 3-circle split we're also seeing here. So this is gonna get dicey very quickly.
That looks like downtown.
Oh yeah, that battery life is gonna go soon.
Is it? Do you think like every time it pings, that's like a percentage of the battery life?
It could be.
That would be a lot though. That'd be you'd get 100 pings off.
Well, I'll
of
tell
it.
you right now.
That's a full game.
When people use the heartbeat sensor, they're spamming it. Yeah.
Oh,
See ya.
Yeah, shit wouldn't last
See
than
what
10
happens again.
minutes.
I wonder if you can go to a gas station, find batteries maybe, or if you just have to put that thing down. Maybe just sort of steps gets it going, or maybe the sun recharges it. We'll find out.
Go to hydro dam.
Hydro dam.
Then we got a socket and a USB-C.
There'd be chaos.
Yeah, be chaos what it is. Yeah. So it's like they changed a lot though, man. Like it looks a lot different.
Oh, ledging.
And like the movement's different too.
Makes me
You
work
can't just
now.
slide cancel around the entire map now.
I'm trying to fill out my bingo card. I'm getting like teased with like a ledge hang and a little bit of swimming, but we don't have the elimination just yet.
Run, Blake. Oh. Uh-oh. Here they come. This is a 1v. Oh, yeah, no, it's done. I was going to say, this could have been a 1v3 survival.
This team's there, though.
Oh, wait, it's still on.
And they're frying. All right, listen.
Wait a minute.
The Warzone squad's going to take it out. That's
Oh, wait, it's Biffle.
Never mind.
No, it's Biffle's back. Here he goes.
He self-res and just popped up. Yep.
Oh, he's smiling.
I wondered what happened there. The self gets off. He makes the play.
He's got a streak.
Okay.
Look how much cash he has.
Okay, so it is still on the ground. This reminds me a little bit more. It looks like stuff's divvied up. This is a little bit more like a combination of Warzone and Blackout. In the sense of like Warzone, you know, it had all the loot in the ground. Blackout, you'd have like a backpack and you'd open that and steal the stuff. This is like it has it in the ground, but it segments it off into various things. Like you had your armor, right? You had your mask, you had your backpack. So it's kind of like a hybrid between Warzone and Blackout with looting, I think.
You remember the times
ground loot.
Yeah, remember the times that you're trying to like, I just want to pick up that gas mask, and there's 100 things on the ground.
Yeah.
And you can't find that one thing on the ground. You know, it's like trying to lift Thor's hammer. Yeah, that was like a nice. I want this.
I
one
lifted
thing.
Thor's hammer.
Grab that. I'm gonna look at this item on the ground, pick it up, done.
I could tell you how many times I just run over loot. I grab everything. I'm like, oh no, I left my sub. Let me go back.
Oh,
grab it again.
there, yeah.
So it's like
Let me
it's
tell you.
clean. You just like can't make any mistakes there.
3 circles almost coming to a close here. This is a spicy one.
He's got paper, 15 grand in his pocket. So I'm gonna buy station, see what he can get.
Yeah, can we hit a buy? I mean, firstly, you have to buy a teammate back.
I think everybody here wants to get that first win so bad.
We are 40 minutes into the TCL Power Hour.
We're 40 minutes in, or we have 40 minutes left.
40 minutes
This
left.
is weird.
Okay, I was about to say.
Don't trust me.
Oh, no, you said that? I was like, dude, time is flying. I was really into this because we have teleported in time. Like I'm Doctor Who.
Hey, why did you go?
I don't know.
Yeah, this has been my favorite area of the map so far. That building was dope. Like a prison almost.
Can you go on that mountain over there? I'm more interested in this giant mountain.
You have to be able to. It looks like it. Looks like it's part of the map.
I love high ground. It's my favorite.
That bed's very dirty. Oh, hello. Oh, God. Is that a zombie?
Hey, I've always thought about it, man. Imagine like a real horde of zombies on a Warzone map. Kind of did it in
That
Blackout.
sounds
But
like
I'm talking
terrifying.
I'm talking full-blown, you know, World War Z.
Yeah. You've
want
had
my-
like a little bit in Fortune's Keep, a little bit in Blackout at
That'd be a
times,
horror game.
but not like.
No. Like, it's your stream title right
Just
there.
get it up there. Just get it up there right away.
World record holder. There's a lot of those in Warzone.
Getting a very sort of strong. I'm liking the different areas we've seen so far. This is the most sort of urban area.
Yeah,
we've
that
seen.
ain't very
Like,
far
like,
to fall.
I mean, there's
fall
a
damage.
lot here. We've seen some high tower. We've seen some stairwells again.
What was that? I hate when Symphony just aims at
randomly
the wall.
aims in.
He's such a
It bothers me.
Oh
such
my
a dork.
god. The internet is already like sus. He's sus.
Well, shout out Ricochet. Will be
let's go
available
stand
day
behind
one.
him.
Day
One
one.
thing I am
Day one.
wondering-
Day one. Coming for you,
I
Scott.
always wonder about like length of games, and I always think I prefer when it's around like 20 minutes. I'm wondering like how long a map is right now.
He's
'Cause
that Nicky
it
Poo.
seems like we're like, did we start
30
right?
minutes in, yeah.
Did
We
start
started right
at
away,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. So this is.
Well, we're also hopping in and out of, I think, maybe 2 different games.
I think it's.
Or it's delayed.
I think it's at least. I think it's 3 because I think we've seen solos. This is trios. I think.
No, it's all the same
It's
game.
all the same. So there's solo
Yeah.
people on. Oh, that
Well-
feels bad.
So what I'm wondering, like, is just length of game. This might be a little bit longer than it's been in the past.
Seems like it, yeah.
Probably because people are just figuring stuff out. To be honest.
Well, probably part of it, but I think just from a circle, just size
Yeah.
of the circle, I think it's a bit longer. Like these might be running about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes longer.
While these guys are fighting, I'm like, oh look, the gas station's a POI on your minimap.
All right, I've seen
I'm,
enough.
I'm dead serious though. If I pull up in my Hummer EV, is there going to be a charge station for me?
No, it's unlimited, dude.
No way. That's too OP.
I've seen enough.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm
How
down.
many do you
I'm
think
down.
there is on a map though? Like.
Seen enough. Seen enough. Shit. This fucking game. Try to kill you. Yeah. CB. Motherfucker done jump back to the oven. CP.
What's up, buddy?
What's up?
Oh,
What's going on?
I would get it, son.
I don't know if I like the new Warzone or not.
I like some of it. The loot boxes is kind of cool, kind of easier, but that's about it so far. You know, movement looks like my movement when I play Warzone 1.
That's what I was getting at. When I was saying it, I think you're gonna see people, maybe not, I might be wrong, but I think you're gonna see people that's got like these 5, 6, 7 KDs, they're not gonna be as high.
I think they are trying to make it like a more even playing field for everybody. That's how
I could be totally wrong, but it's gonna make them, it's gonna make them an easier target for somebody that's not as good to be able to shoot.
Yes, and that's not,
That's just my take.
It's not. That's not fun. I don't think. I don't know.
Just my take. My 2 cents.
Yeah. Well, they take all these, like they invite all these people, all these streamers to preview the game, and they don't even take they ask their opinion, but they don't.
Did you see all the fucking dev errors?
Yeah, it was.
Every time I was tuning in, somebody was dev airing out of the fucking game.
Yeah. That's what's going to happen when. It happens on this one, and this one's what, 3 years old?
You'd be fucking pissed, dude.
Where would they have it? Like California, Florida, or something? They're in a big old warehouse somewhere. Playing the game.
Country popped in and out.
Yeah. You sent me a YouTube video earlier. Took me a little 3-hour nap. I'm ready to go.
I think, honestly, you're gonna deal with more camping than what you are at the current state of this game.
If they don't change it, yes, you are. Then I'm gonna camp the rooftops like nobody's been there.
Hey, what I
I
know.
don't like the movement on this one because it's faster. I don't like all slow. And
Well, they look like they were moving decently fast. They just weren't able to slide cancel him.
yeah.
I mean, far as the actual just movement, it looked about the same. But you just couldn't do all the slide canceling and stay in that movement like that. So what they do away with a drop shot?
I think so. I didn't see nobody. I was watching some video. I didn't see nobody use it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't see nobody use it when I was watching earlier. PC and Xbox
What?
to preview it. When's the beta coming?
20 seconds. Hey, we get decked out weapons right off the rip, though.
Practice what you can. You'll be entering the field in a bit. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Fucking Muhammad.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
I think right here towards the end of this game's lifespan, now you're gonna see a lot of people trying to cheat.
Oh yeah. You think this game would go away in like 6 months?
Battle Royale. All right, soldier. Mark a drop point for your team. Rush to the safe zone. You got gas closing in fast. Enemy dropping into the AO.
On base.
Go in here.
Fucking 100 ping.
But they get the fire.
Primary objective is to eliminate all enemies. Attack!
I'm gonna just start getting ready. I'm gonna just start running around like they, like on a new Call of Duty. Here we go.
Welcome to the Gulag. If you survive, you are freedom. The
What?
fight begins.
He shot me through the bushes. I can't shoot through the bushes, but they can.
That's what I get for fucking around. Plus, I'm on a 100 beam.
You return to the front line. Lose, and you're finished. It's time, soldier. Break 'em. Your teammate back to base. Your team didn't die for nothing. Finish this. You're going back to the front line. Great work.
I think the multiplayer.
Do what?
I think the multiplayer will be alright.
Yeah, I think the multiplayer's gonna be decent. What do I want
like
to use?
the old school look, you know.
Fuck it, I'm gonna rock old school.
Yeah, I picked the old school. Yeah, I picked 2 old school guns. One of my loaders. P5. Still one of the best guns in the game. I think so.
Positive ID on the bounty target. Let's make this quick.
Vendor here.
Oh,
Rearm
station.
and resupply.
safe zone highlighted.
Scanning for supplies. Let's find some upgrades. Done with the search. Returning to base.
Gas is moving.
Do what?
My controller's doing some weird shit.
Those people were doing some weird shit. They got fucked though.
I know they were trying. I don't know what they were trying to do.
I shot that motherfucker out in the helicopter.
I know, saw that. He fell on my. He dead. He gone.
Let's see. I don't know what to do. Dude. I was feeling really good right then. That's why I took shots at the heli.
5 kills already. Oh yeah, son. Let's pull a country. Camp here for a while.
I'm just trying to wait to see what the circle's gonna do. I might have to restart my all my shit, dude, because my ping's like awfully high. I don't know if my router. Yeah, it's jumping from 95 up to like almost 110. You see somebody? The hell are you shooting at?
I don't know. Hit something over there. Over here.
Mark the destination.
Enemy soldier nearby.
There he is. Jesus. No more, son. Oh, another one.
Where?
Right there.
Mover here.
Looping around the building. Left side.
Marking new safe zone.
Shit.
Can't believe they actually come back and tried to get that shit.
They probably didn't think we were still there.
Watch out.
Gas is inbound.
Got one down. I'm pushing. Yeah.
We're in the safe zone.
Allied cluster strike arriving.
Wrapping around the building.
Peppa, I'm on your side.
Yeah, dang, Rambo. Pick that bad boy up. 'Cause we might need that. Damn, what'd you do? Snort some G-Fuel?
Can't believe I'm actually playing as decent what I am, but this fucking high ass ping.
7, baby. I got a balloon, so if we need to go somewhere, we go in a hurry.
Guys flying in.
Enemy soldiers nearby.
Down.
Ahead of us. In the house, wrapping around.
Where? You're tripping, yeah.
In the house. No, he was running.
Tripping, CP.
He's 20 meters in front of you right now. He's in the house somewhere.
Get him. Where's me?
I'm here for you.
No, he was in there.
Here's some ammo.
Any footsteps?
Submachine gun for the taking. Forget what I say.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Fire sale is active.
All right, UAV.
Station costs are adjusted.
Actual, I need recon of the area. Over.
UAV beginning flyover.
You ain't got enough money.
Hey, I'm moving this way.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning from. Gas is moving.
What's up?
We're losing ground. Let's move.
An enemy team is hunting you. Don't become prey. Bounty target identified. Have a little fun, yeah?
I don't want to get over here.
Prices are back to normal.
I ain't pushing that bounty. It's too ratty over there. CP, where are you at, dude? Okay. Where you at?
I'm dead.
Where'd you go?
I was going towards the bounty.
I told you I won't go on that way.
Top, turn around, and you died. Damn, 12? Holy shit.
Welcome to the gulag. If
Yeah,
you
I
survive,
done
you
broke
earn your
country's PR my first game on.
Bide your time. You'll be out there soon enough.
707 damage from my cripple butt.
You've proven yourself worthy. Get back out on the front line, soldier.
Yeah, with no fucking gun, that's the bad thing.
Gulag's locked down. Area is clear. Friendly loadout drop on the way.
Somebody dropped you right there.
God damn it.
Less than 25 remain.
A fucking rat, dude.
We lost that one, but we'll come back strong next time.
A fucking rat. Die by a fucking rat.
Shit.
Uh,
I like that.
I'm going to, fuck. Hold on after I get done unlocking shit. I'm going to back out. You still there?
Yeah.
I'm going to back up and restart my stream and everything. I'm gonna redo my internet.
Alright, but I'll wait on you.
So give me just a few. It won't take me but a minute. All right.
I got you.
Internet gonna go out in just a second.